Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back in a moment. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And now the Nets on the break. And here's Thomas from the arc. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 4. Back to Johnson. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. And no good. Some solid defense from Williams. Johnson on the wing. From downtown. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Morant. We played just over a minute here in the first. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Edey.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Now Russell, the 3 is up. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
That's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Few years, and let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Second free throw, no good. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy.
And Morant can really fill it up, especially from these in-between.
The shot by Russell, no good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Morant. Claxton with the block. Here's Thomas. Memphis with a rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Morant. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. That one drops. He ties it up. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And stolen by Williams. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Russell with the ball. Guarded by Morant. It's good. Johnson's got 10 points.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And Morant gets it to go.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
The three from Russell. Memphis with a rebound. Payne with it. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The three from Russell. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Pippen. The three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. Good D by Clark. Puts it up. And again, it's Memphis missing.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a...
Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Ooh, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's Johnson. The quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And the Nets also making a change. Sharp's checked in. .107 left in the first quarter of the game. Russell with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
From deep, Morant. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And you often see defenses beg Morant to take that shot. Didn't work that time.
Outside, Williams releases. Up again. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Morant outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 15 points.
Just electric. Ja Morant. I mean, someone you pay to see.
And here's Russell. No points so far. Johnson on the wing. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Cam Thomas. Trendon Watford is out there with Sharp. Then there's Johnson, and it's Wilson in at the 3. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. 5 points in the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Thomas. Sinks that one from the post.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Conchar with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Fires the 3. Tipped away. Grizzlies lead by 3. Williams finds Jackson. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. And Brooklyn with possession here. Nets trail by 3. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc. Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Thomas outside. Pass to Sharp. Over Clark. Misses off the right iron.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Goes up on the wing. Johnson. Oh, nice D from Kennard. Here's Conchar. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Conchar's got his first 3 points of the game.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Watford. Here's Wilson. Still no points. And here's Thomas. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Johnson against Kennard. Johnson with a bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Jackson down low. Watford covering. That's good from Jackson on the assist from Williams.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Nick Claxton, despite to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Here's Claxton. The Grizzlies making their last shot.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Morant. With the D right on it, Morant gets his.
Leave it to Morant to shock the defense like this. I mean, just putting it on a string.
To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to Morant. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul of the game. .114 left to play in the first half. From deep, Morant. And another three for Memphis.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Now here's Russell. Still without a bucket. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Johnson. Williams defending. Clock at 6. Williams. Conchar pulls it in. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
To the inside. Here's Johnson. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Pass to Russell. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Russell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Right side Morant. He gets it up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They trailed by as many as 6 points in the first period. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Jackson against Johnson. Thomas outside. Pass to Russell. For the tie. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA.
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
And he drops the first. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Thomas. Williams from long range. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant surveying the floor. Circus shot, Ja Morant.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Morant against Russell. 90 seconds into the second half now. He got a piece of it. Morant against Russell. Terrific focus from Morant.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Now Russell. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Claxton. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds in the game. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane, well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Morant. Memphis leading by 9. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Bane. Puts up a deep three. Can't get it to drop. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Sharp. Johnson for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Aldama. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nets trail by 9. Thomas passes to Wilson. Outside Johnson. To end the drought. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Now here's Johnson from 20 feet. Kept alive. Goes back up. Johnson passes to Sharp. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Here's Wells. And the three-pointer goes. Wells has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Pippen. Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Watford comes in for Thomas. Pass to Wilson. Takes a 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Bane's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
1:25 left in the 3rd quarter.
But now we got to make it.
Watford outside. Johnson on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. To end the run. The shot by Watford, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 37.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Get off the court, Brett.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. On target from range.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Nets trail by 19. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Watford gets the bucket.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Outside for Morant. Takes the 3. Wilson grabs the board. And the Nets shooting just 37% so far in this one. Pass to Watford.
Watch him break that. Watch him break that.
Bane against Johnson. Back to Watford. And they pick up 2. Watford's got 4 points in the quarter. Good if it goes. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Come on. Walk in, guys.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 sets. So on the floor for Brooklyn, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Timeout called. Memphis. Coach, when you look at the best defensive teams, what's the balance between IQ, the smarts for the game, versus effort?
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies, both as a team and as individuals. And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. The shot by Russell, no good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Nets trail by 17.
Jaden, I know you see me. Jaden, I know you see me, Jaden.
Long range.
Jaden, I know you see me. Because I'm going to go out there and get those titties.
Jackson, right
here.
side. Outside Bane. Launches a
That's
three.
green.
They get it again.
Jaden, I know you see me.
And the
I know you
Grizzlies
see
get
me,
another
girl.
bucket right there.
I'm going to go get
Plays
you.
like that make a
Yeah, I
coach's
see it.
life easy. Love the work
Jaden,
rate he
scream.
shows on the glass to get the score.
Pass to Claxton. And
Dang.
Claxton throws it down.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
He shoots.
Green.
And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 44.
Daddy, I'm in here.
Yeah, the quickness
Daddy,
of
go
Morant
see.
makes him tough to cover.
at the ball.
He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
And here's Thomas
I
from the
dare you,
arc.
brick.
That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 7 assists in the game.
Well, those go down for him in his
That's
sleep.
at the jaw.
From
From
deep three-point
outside.
land. Russell with the rebound.
But
We all
John
know
Morant,
he's
but
a
I
good
know you. I
shooter.
know you
But
know.
from
I
that
know you
distance,
know it.
I
didn't know he could dunk.
My goodness.
What a dunk.
Back. Back.
playing from
Wanna
behind.
do that?
It's
Wanna
amazing
do that?
he chose to
Wanna
dunk
do that?
that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question.
Shaq,
That was
you
a
wanna do
stellar
that?
move with
Chat,
plenty
but
of
I
swagger.
know y'all seen that, dude.
What? Wait.
I know that.
Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
I know you seen that,
Emphatic
chat.
move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful
I
plays
know y'all
from
seen that, Chad.
anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Chat, I know you all
Now here's
seen
Morant
that green.
over Thomas.
Why
And
you
another
jumping?
basket for Memphis.
Why are you jumping?
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots.
Damn,
and you build
John
the lead.
Morant game.
Terrific ball movement
No,
leading
watch,
to the
watch,
basket.
watch.
You love to see it.
The
Not
way you
marching the line
move,
there.
the
That'll be a
way you
backcourt
under.
violation.
Target band.
Conchar. He's checked in for
Hold on,
Memphis.
baby. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I got big.
Just over 2.5 minutes played
My
now.
bad, I thought I
Final
got
quarter
big.
of regulation.
Because usually,
And
when
it's
my viewers
Russell.
go down
That
to
time
zero,
on the assist by Thomas.
that means I got big.
Inside the paint,
But now, I
Russell
don't know.
stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Unloads from
That's
13.
great.
Another one
That can't guard
falls.
me.
Amazing.
Jaden, I
My
know you hear me.
goodness, 50 for the game.
Just
Jaden, come knock
putting
on my
on
door.
a show. Claxton. The putback.
Jaden, come say hi.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Williams.
Jaden, come.
Stolen by Jackson.
Stolen by Jackson, you heard that? This Jackson's like him.
Here's Morant.
Dunk by Morant.
Oh, plenty of contact
Why
on
we
that
all
shot.
foul?
Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free
Yeah,
throws now.
Pistons call
That
the foul.
one on Russell.
That's
Come
a
on,
three.
this
That
kid
Morant
is
does not miss.
electric. Morant draws a
Confident-
lot of fouls with the
confident.
way he plays.
That's
Rim
how
protection
this
and shooting,
Jaden, I
so
know you hear me.
important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian,
Let's go.
it's rare to find guys who
Get
can
that
do
out.
both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
Green, get
Been
that
a
out of here.
defensive player
Oh
of the
my
year.
God.
Maybe we'll
Oh
see him in
my
the
God.
three-point
I still
contest
made
one
that
day.
too. I still
Fearless
made that.
play
Chat,
by
I know
Morant.
that
Goes up against tough
Oh my God,
coverage
we have
and still
5
manages
minutes.
the
We have 5
inside
minutes.
shot.
Pass to Claxton. Down low. Here's Williams.
too. I didn't get a
And it's Bane with the rebound.
violation.
Bane's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Morant outside.
Well, he's trying to shoot
No,
his way
stop
out of it from
standing up, guys.
distance.
You're
But
not
look,
like that.
he's got to
Look at
find
the
something
scoreboard.
easier.
78 to 63.
Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it
I
down.
just got dunked on.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
I just got dunked
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age,
What you
though.
want to do? What you want to do? What you want to do?
Now here's Morant.
You want to dunk?
Morant.
You want to dunk? Back. You want to dunk? Back. I can do it too. Back.
Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Nets trail by 15. Russell, the pass to Claxton.
Oh, my God. Shoot it. I dare you. I'll block it. Right here. Right here.
A minute 37 left in the
Rick.
fourth quarter here. To the middle. There's
Get
the
that
block.
out of here.
And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Shane, I know you hear me. Jaden, little baby. You hear me?